Hello everyone, long time no see. You ask yourself probably why it took me so long to create another tier list, especially for the medic class. It's quite simple. I don't play much medic in ranked, usually only when I'm playing with friends. Simple reason because of that, carrying games as medic in ranked is not as easy as you think, especially in higher ranks. I still took time and played plenty of matches solo in higher tiers, and I can assure you this tier list is gonna be the most accurate experience, at least from my viewpoint, what is coming towards you when you play in Diamond League, especially against tryhards on a daily basis. Well, I guess we can directly jump into it, right? I'm gonna select that. Yeah, everyone knows that. Close quarters healer who needs to stay close to his friendlies. Good DPS for a weapon. He got buffed recently with a shorter cooldown, but still not viable enough for ranked. You can use him as a meme operator on lower ranks, it works pretty well. But other than that, there are far better medics. In my opinion, you can keep him in B thanks to his SMG, his tankiness, and actually doable heals thanks to the shorter cooldown. He works quite well, but against sweats and absolute up top tier gaming, you need proper medics, more situational medics. Okay, we're going over to Cavill. Yeah, Cavill is in a weird spot right now. He's squishy. From my experience, 95 HP when you run Hemostatic Serum, it's a must have on him. Uh, for example, that you don't need to run 15 plus HP. You can go for different perks in the first slot. Unfortunately for Cavill, it's crucial to run 15 plus HP. SMG is fine. Headshot damage is good. Body damage is not as great. 12 RPS is not much. What makes him special? He has 5 flash nades, which can be used pretty effectively in close quarters against specific operator combinations. But yet again, if specific operators exist, he's not as good. I still would recommend him using as a B tier medic in ranked. It's simple to the fact he has 5 flashbangs. Use them wisely. If he didn't had 5 of these, I would put him straight up in C tier. Yeah, that is getting carried by his immense amount of HP and great DPS for an SMG. And Cavill is great at flashing people. It's same like Lazucci getting carried by his grenade launcher. Another one, Miguel. Literally impossible to use him properly. You need a healer in your team. His shotgun shoots slow, not a great DPS dealer. Healed too slow, too inconsistent. What comes in clutch is his revive pistol. Sometimes when your flanker died somewhere in front and the enemy team is not aware, you can revive your teammates. But at some point, your pistol is gonna run out. I wouldn't put him in trash tier. Actually, yeah, C tier medic. He works out. He works out, but only with his revive pistol. Or don't even think about using Dragon's Breath. It reduces your DPS by a lot. It's for the most part useless. Bart. You usually see Bart being used by tryhard stacks. You barely see a Zolo Bard. Yeah, of course, some tryhard might Zolo Q on a Bard, but he fails extremely. Bard is a corner abuser operator. It's a burst SMG, great AoE heal, but people don't pick him because of his heal. He's being used for rash tactics. In Showdown, you don't need Bard. In Showdown, you just take your position and hold the ground until the capture zone appears. In Ranked, hacking, you have to get to your objective. Doesn't matter if it's a defender or attacker. So Bard is usually being used in constellation with a Starcutter or a Mustang, especially really good for rush tactics. I would put him in A tier thanks to his 35% damage reduction, and somebody who can aim with him is going to be pain in the ass, especially with his corner abusing tactics. I never seen a Bard actually playing in the open effectively, and most of the time they got shit on. But only when they have cover, that's where he becomes insane. His burst distance is pretty close. Like You shoot 3 bullets pretty tight together, means he's great at headshotting people, especially from corners or crowd spamming. Anyway, great medic for full stack compositions at this point. Monk. Yeah, Monk, thanks to his buffs, went up from trash tier to C tier. Problem about Monk, slow heal. It is a ranged heal. Ability is the debuff ability is situational. For the most part, you need to heal somebody. Great DPS. He is tanky as well. Only smoke nades though. Yeah, sprint speed to himself. There's not much special. They're just specific medics which outshine him. In my opinion, need to be nerfed, and then you can run Monk. Actually, honestly, he's not C tier. I would put him on B tier as well. Even somewhere between here. Yeah, between these 3 guys, you can go and decide by yourself where you wanna put him here. His SMG is also great headshot damage, great fire rate. The debuffs on the Syringe are also helpful against tanky operators. But other than that, he has no power for his. At least he can heal his teammates at range. Compared to that or Cavill. Cavill that need to get close to their teammates. Karawai, another useless medic for ranked. It's straight up trash tier. He's squishy. Although his weapon got buffed damage wise, it got nerfed RPS wise. He was 11 RPS, I think, before. They nerfed it down to 10. Yeah, damage got buffed though, but still, he's slow as fuck. Ranged heals is okay, but squishy on top. You barely gonna win any gunfights, especially in the current Baera meta, paired with Mustangs and whatever star colors are failures. They don't even care about you being a medic on Karawai. Karawai is great for PvE, yeah, or eventually for Showdown. But I barely see any Karawais. Whenever I see a Karawai in higher ranked lobbies, they always fail completely. They don't heal properly, they completely lose every gunfight they have. To make him slightly decent, you have to run lightweight rig to give him some sprint speed, but still, the problem exists, he has not enough armor to survive a proper gunfight. Accurate weapon, yeah, it's fine, yet overall not strong enough. Shad's my all-time favorite, straight up A tier. Not because I main him some medic, simple to the fact he has great DPS, 15 damage, 13.3 RPS. Ranged heals, it's a 54 or 56 HP heal, which is actually insane. The heals are fast, a fast heal tick. He is tanky. He has 3 flashbangs, which lasts 3 seconds each after applying stun on opponents. Short cooldown for his ability. He is basically a safe all-round pick medic when the meta is banned. When the meta is banned and you're not playing in a stack where you go for Bard to support your stack to rush an objective properly, and the meta is banned, you go for Shots. Shots is a proper safe pick, literally an all-round medic. Great accuracy, insane DPS, tanky, top heals, which are also ranged heals. Not the best heals, but they are way faster compared to that, Cavill, or Monk. That needs to be close. Cavill needs to be close to his teammates. Monk has ranged heals, but they tick extremely low. Tick, 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 tick. These are small ticks. Also, Shats provides immunity to gas and bleed. I mean, barely anyone uses bleed anyway in ranked. Gas, on the other hand, more often, especially when you encounter a Psy with toxin damage, you are also immune against toxin damage. But who is gonna pick a Shats against a Psy? Come on, with all honesty. And that's where we move over to a Psy. A problematic medic currently. When he's not banned, you better pick a Psy. There are some exceptions. When you play bigger open maps and you're not playing in a full team, like people you don't communicate with, then a Psy might be slightly weaker compared to running with a full team. But what makes him insanely strong is his heals per minute, his 40 HP self heal every 15 seconds, which is as fast as Shatz's heals when it comes to the tick rate. His shotgun paired with fast reload allows him to hold an objective completely by himself. And thanks to his self heal, he can easily run stims paired with explosive reduction or stun immunity. So there's no way to get close to him, unless you're a Starkadder or a Fela. Yes, you see, you have to pick two broken operators to counter another broken operator. I mean, in my opinion, double shot needs to go, so only single shots for the double barrel. And heal nerf down to 20, or we remove his self heal completely. He can apply toxin damage on his opponents, and it's an EOE effect, means you can damage people in a specific radius, which is being abused on maps like Caravanserai. When your sniper is sitting somewhere on a balcony and there's a side below, he can damage the sniper from below, if you didn't know. I showed it in my gameplay plenty of times where you can damage people with your toxin. Toxin is his special gear, which is also used to heal your teammates and obviously damage your enemies. Overall, it's literally the best medic to use on every map, since in hacking you have to go into close quarters combat at some point as a defender or attacker. Doesn't matter. If you plant a bomb, you hold it with your shotgun. And it's so funny how a double barrel shotgun operator outshines all shotgun operators in terms of healing, in terms of damage output, and self heal. I mean, there's something wrong with balancing completely. Now we're getting to another S tier medic, Bones. Yes, it's Bones and her annoying fucking dog. The dog provides damage reduction in its radius by 20% and revives people, up to 8 people or 7. But at this point, doesn't matter. On some points, Bones is literally cancer. You can't get close to this operator. She holds ground in defense, the dog, while the dog revives the teammates over and over and over. Especially when you run a supporter. I recommend going as a supporter for the 50 HP self heal upon revival. I don't know the specific name of the skill, but it's the first slot. It's really powerful. Why not on assault or sniper? Snipers assaults are usually squishy, you go as 15 plus HP, but as a medic yourself, as Bones, and as a supporter, you go for the 50 HP on self-res, means you get killed as Bones or supporter, the drone revives you, you get the base 20 or 10 HP, I think you get the base 20 HP, and instantly 50 additional HP. I've seen so many cases where the guy who got revived won the gunfight in the end because he got the 50 HP on top immediately. The drone heal itself is slow and low, but 20% damage reduction on top 50 HP heal immediately thanks to the skill is huge. And there are many situations where you simply can't get close. You kill 2 guys and there are 2 guys alive. You have 4 guys alive. You still can't get close to this specific position because his ground is better protected. He has better cover. Overall, Bones needs a nerf as well, in my opinion. A drone nerf. The drone should be allowed to revive at maximum of 3 guys or only 2. And then it's self-destruct. Currently, it's heavily abused in ranked. 7 or 8 revives per 1 life bar of a drone, which can be picked up again and put down, is too much. Way too much. Okay, now we are getting to another shotgun medic. It's Mikolai. In my opinion, Mikolai gets B tier as well. He has, in my opinion, slightly better shotgun, and what carries him to be B tier is, or are his flashes, or not flashes, stuns with reduced fuse time, And thanks to his medkit, wherever he places his medkit and somebody dies close to it, can be revived 50% faster. So he gets free fast rest. You don't even need to run fast rest. Speaking of fast rest, you can run Karawai's skill on Bones to get the fast rest off with the drone. The drone will revive people even faster. That's actually insane. Okay, now back to Mikolai. Also, Mikolai is helpful on specific strats. You might encounter plenty of Star Cutter abusers, and Mikolai's shotgun applies slowdown when shooting his target, obviously. A great counter against Star Cutter, unless Star Cutter's running good or not, and it counters your shotgun again. But yeah, his heals were buffed recently as well. The medkit actually heals faster than before, became viable. Still, CQB healing, you have to get close to your teammates to heal them. You are not a great healer. In ranked, you need healer. You need to keep your team alive. That's the problem when you're up against a psych. A psych can range heal everyone. Spam heal, heal, heal. Your teammates are simply gonna die during a gunfight because their opponents they are supposed to shoot are being out healed, or more like are being healed, and you can't keep up with it. Buggy. Yeah, my beloved Buggy, which I didn't get the red dot skin for. I still hate myself for not grinding for the red dot. It's a situational medic for ranked. His heals are aerial denial. They can be used as ranged heals. They can be used as ranged toxin damage. But for the most part, I recommend using Buggy only against Jingzu. If you fail to ban Jingzu and you see a Jingzu Shasheret pick, which leads to a 40 grenade spam, you definitely want to go for Buggy. If not, your team is gonna suffer. Especially on smaller maps like Hospital. We know like what the tryhards are abusing. If you see a Jingzu, it's always a grenade spam going on. It's hard to decide. Buggy is a great weapon, but the heals and the cooldown is too long, heals way too slow. And nobody cares about his toxin damage. I usually ignore the bubble and run literally past it. It's not as effective as you think, even if you go for the 4-4 split, 4 damage, toxin, and 4 heals per second. Yeah, with all honesty, I would put him on C tier. He has only niche use in ranked. Also, I barely seen any effective Buggy usage or myself were using him effectively against strong people. There's no need absolute to pick him in upper tiers when you're not up against a Jingzu. He's literally a counter pick to Jingzu, and that's it. All you need is insane heals, eventually strong special gear, usually situational. In that case, Cavill is quite situational. Cavill might be as well a great counter against an Aphela or Starcutter pick. His flashes reduce aim accuracy, they make you slow, disoriented, whatever. So at this point, still a better pick or on pair with Mikolai, especially when you want a little bit more range. Freyr, yeah, Freyr straight up fell off, straight up trash tier for ranked especially. Freyr were abused as instant heal quite often. People waited till they started gunfights and then healed off by 45 HP, which leads to lose on the other team which wasn't using Freyr. So at some point, when you've seen an enemy Freyr pick, you were better off as a Freyr pick as well. Otherwise, you died to the guy. That's what happened in most cases, and I'm glad Freyr is gone. A global instant 45 heal was a big mistake in ranked. A big mistake and heavily abused. I'm glad he remains as a great, basically A or S tier pick for threshold or frontlines with fresh forces. Spec Ops not so much, but in ranked hacking, especially, there's no place for a global just press Q and save your teammates 1v1. No, that shouldn't be a thing. And now we're getting to Shasheret, or Israeli medic. Also, close quarters medic has to heal. Great weapon, really good. I wish her weapon was available for other medics. It's one of the best carbines in this game. Even with just 15 damage, I heavily recommend using heavy barrel for the best DPS output on her. Usually, Shasheret is also picked with Jingzhou. In the last ranked season, she was also used altogether with Prorok to provide additional damage reduction. Quite often abused, but not as effectively as Shasheret and Jingzhou, just for the additional ammunition. But if you have a buggy in your team and you see a Jingzhou Shasheret pick, your buggy makes Jingzhou and Cheshire at this point basically useless. I played plenty of times as a buggy player against Jingzhou and Cheshire pick, and I made them both basically useless. Cheshire, squishy, good weapon. Uh, yeah, other than that, she can only focus on healing one dude. Meanwhile, as a buggy, I can throw my heals ranged. I would put her in C tier. There's not much use for her in rank though. You need to be able to split your heals quickly between multiple persons, people, or whatever, friends. You can't do it on Sheret, like running across the map. On Shats, at least I can throw my medkit almost across the map. On Bart, I can plan rush tactics. Bart has better use than Sheret. Asai can heal everyone range. Bones is all good as medic for tight maps. Smaller maps, or not smaller maps, sorry, the bigger maps, I even decide going on Asai. I can sit on A, hold my ground, and heal people on B as Asai. That's the advantage of Asai. Meanwhile, Shasheret can't do shit. She can only focus heal one person. Like these guys. But at least these guys are tanky or have more use than she. She has no special gear. Her special gear refills explosives. Her self heal works only when she heals people. So you have to run medkits on her. While these guys can easily self heal themselves with their own medkits. So still, Shashard extremely situational. Miguel even more. Buggy, yes, also situational medics. They are not worth running over and over in each match in ranked. Travnik, I'm quite sad that Travnik fell off. I used him in a very old meta. He's just an assault. He's not really a medic. The problem about Travnik, he's another medic which needs to be close, literally kiss his teammates' butthole to heal them. And he is the best SMG in the game. Unfortunately, only 25 bullets and currently too long reload speed, 3.5 or something, 3.4 seconds. I'm using on him fast reload. I wish I could run heavy barrel. I seen the devs mentioning they're gonna buff his reload speed, which is a great message. But he remains as an assault pick. But in all honesty, I would still pick Travnik over this trash tier down here. Simple to the fact he is squishy, but he has better DPS than Karawai. And since we are playing in a close quarters environment in hacking, at some point you're always close quarters. You can focus heal single target heal. His single target heal is also fast as fuck. And he has 4 flashes. Not flashes, sorry, stuns. And he's fast as fuck. I would put him here somewhere in between as a single target healer. He has more use than Sheret. He is not situational, but if everything here is banned, you can go for Travnik. Otherwise, there's no real reason to go for Travnik. Special gear can be countered by skills for the most part, and there are other far better healers, more tanky ones. Like that with 110 HP who shoots 13.3 RPS, while Travnik shoots how much? 15? I mean, his RPS is faster, but he's squishy as fuck. Okay, Velour. Must say Velour is another situational medic. Even with his fire and forget medkits, which can be placed everywhere, add additional armor plate, he might be interesting running in a combination with a Perrin, giving Perrin another armor plate, but it's extremely niche. Problem is, far above medics still do exist, and there's no real reason to pick Velour. The only map where I pick Velour is sometimes Caravanserai, where I smoke off specific spots. Thanks to the recent smoke buff, every operator have now more non-lethal grenades, and Velour's tube is basically instant and allows you to place smokes at distance. But for him to work properly, you have to ban Asai, you have to ban Bones. You can ban only one. Usually, you can expect on most maps that most people are gonna ban Asai. So you're gonna do the other mind game and ban Bones, and if they both are banned, you can play some specific other medics for specific maps. For example, Bard is a really strong pick on. We imagine these two guys are banned. So the best picks here, for example, on Al Rabat would be Bard. Al Rabat is extreme close quarters. And if you rush immediately as a former attacker view, the left objective in the small alley, you pick Bard. You provide everyone 35% damage reduction. They're gonna win the gunfight. Easy. If you're gonna pick shots, the problem is, oh, he picked shots. I might go with stun immunity, stun reduction. So they probably pick Avalanche, who provides immunity. Some people pick Mikolai on these kind of maps. Works as well, but it works better on a Bard. Way better. Miguel is also situational. Miguel is probably playable on one map, and it's Crossing. Crossing has so many angles and tight spots where you can hide your ass. People barely execute their targets on this map, and they don't have a great overlook over the map. So somebody dies somewhere across the map. That's where Miguel comes in clutch, because in Crossing you literally can see the whole map from one point. Okay, enough of map effectiveness talking here. Watson, yeah, I don't know what to do about Watson. His mines are great for preventing people from rushing, but he's way too inconsistent with his shotgun, even after the recent laser buffs, making all the operators who wear lasers on their weapons increased accuracy. He's way too inconsistent. He needs to be close to heal people. But I wouldn't put him on trash tier. You can use him as a sniper at some point on some maps. And he gets damage reduction for healing a teammate, and his teammate gets damage reduction as well. But I don't see him being as effective as these guys here on other maps at all. Yowing is another fire and forget medic, and in my opinion, an interesting one. His heals are slow as fuck, but they can work as armor plates, additional armor plates. When you put him on people's face, they need like 2 bullets to get destroyed, or 1 sniper bullet. You can literally save your sniper by putting one in your sniper's face, and it's just 36 HP heal for free as well. You can put like 5 or 6 of these at the same time. Cooldown and his stamina usage. His cooldown is fine, the stamina usage is insane, though you will run out of steams at some point if the game goes for too long. His SMG is horrible, really horrible. What comes in clutch is his corner shot pistol. He can literally stop rushes by sitting behind the corner and using the corner shot to shooting everyone low. His MP grenades are really effective as a counter against Aphela Starkadder. But yet again, usually Aphela and Starkadder will jump on you. You won't have time to use the grenade for the most part. And his mouse slowdown debuff can be also countered by a DPI changer on your mouse, which is not a macro, it's just a button to change your DPI, your sensitivity. I do it a lot. When I get hit by his grenade, I change my DPI and can aim properly again. Simple as that. I won't put him on C tier because I used him very often effectively in ranked thanks to his corner shot pistol. and his fire and forget heals, which are really helpful for teammates who are flanking. But his SMG is a problem. I would put him on way lower B tier as a medic. And that's it. That is my medic rank tier list. It was quite obvious, in my opinion. This is my experience I had in rank, playing against the best players or with the best players back to back to back. And whoever has a different opinion, please share your different opinion, but don't expect me to accept your opinion. Opinions exist, but they can be wrong, especially when your rank is not diamond. Okay, anyway, everyone, thanks for tuning in again, and see you later for the sniper tier list, but this time it won't be done by me.